sensory diet is a treatment strategy used to manage sensory processing dysfunction, also known as sensory motor integration dysfunction. In essence, it's a list of sensory activities that helps to keep a child feeling calm and sensorily organized that then allows them to attend, learn, and behave to the best of their ability. More specifically, it is an individually tailored home or school, preschool, or child care program of sensory and physical-based activities. It is used to help manage a child's sensory motor needs and reduce the impact any such dysfunction may be having upon the child's attention and activity levels, behavior, and/or learning and skill development. A sensory diet is used both as a treatment strategy when attention or behavior is problematic as well as a preventative tool in advance or known behavior challenges. Why is a sensory diet important? Just like we try to eat a balanced food diet of more fruit and vegetables and less chocolate to keep fit and healthy, we also need a balanced amount of sensory information in our bodies each day to allow them to work well. A sensory diet provides regular opportunities for a child to keep in check the imbalance in the sensory stimulation they are lacking, seeking, or avoiding, to ensure that the amount received meet the body's required levels to function well. As a child learns to self-regulate sensorily their energy level, behavior, emotion, and attention through the use of a sensory diet, skills such as concentrating, sharing, and taking turns also become more mature more quickly. This enables a child to move from depending on others to beginning to manage tasks or situations by themselves.
Hi, my name is Muklis and I'm going to talk about how to tell if your child can benefit from sensory diet treatment or sensory diet activities. But before that, we have to first find out what are the building blocks that is necessary for your child to achieve success with sensory diet treatment and activities. The building blocks that are necessary to have success with a sensory diet are sensory processing, which is the accurate processing of sensory stimulation in the environment as well as in one's own body. Planning and sequencing, the sequential multi-step task activity performance to achieve a well-defined result, such as following a sensory-based obstacle course. Attention and concentration, sustained effort bring activities without distraction and being able to hold that effort long enough to get the task done. Next is receptive language, comprehension of spoken language. Next, executive functioning, higher order reasoning and thinking skills to create a sensory obstacle, course, or change the sensory game from one format to another. And finally, compliance, the ability of the child to follow through with commands and requests. If a child has sensory processing dysfunction that requires treatment or management from sensory diet activities, the child may as well demonstrate these behaviors or problems.
Six, seven, 8, 9. Take my hand.
Oh, no. 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 Give it to me!
Do you want to die?
Off you go. He's just really tired. Go and play right now.
She won't believe me!
How can a sensory diet be modified to be most effective? Firstly is frequency of input. The frequency of need varies for each child and will be guided by observation of the child both before and after the activities. It is often a case of the more often, the better to ensure that once a child obtains a just right state of organization and attention, sensory diet activity help to maintain this state longer over the course of the day. Secondly is intensity and duration of input. The effectiveness of the sensory diet will be influenced by not only the frequency of the activity, but also the intensity and duration of the activities as well as the goodness of fit of the activity to child actual sensory needs. Thirdly is timing of activities. The sensory strategies are best used before as well as during activities that are known to be challenging for the child. For activities such as sitting and listening in class, attending assembly, the child's nervous system needs to be calm. To achieve this state before the task, it is helpful to use the strategies in preparation for the activities, particularly in the 10 minutes leading up to the task. Finally is incorporate play and daily tasks. For sensory diet recommendation to be effective, it is important to incorporate them into play and daily life, preferably making them part of every day. It often helps to encourage the child to choose activities they enjoy from list of non-effective strategies. What activities can be used in a sensory diet? A sensory diet consists of a range of activities that target the different sensory system and must be specifically tailored to the child needs. In order to work out what kind of sensory input is required, the occupational therapy and parent collaborate to determine the types of sensory input the child requires based upon formal assessment as well as observation of the child responses to a variety of environment and trialed sensory activity. Physical activities. Animal walk is suitable for physical activities like bear walking, crab walking, and worm walking. Another fun activity is running to pick up some beanbags and dropping them into the hole within a certain amount of time. Next is jumping through the hula hoop to crash onto the cushion. Oral sensory activities. Eating dry fruit, by holding it into lips, and the pouting, which is also a great task to be done for the oral sensory system. Taking out the seeds and throwing it out is also a great task. Tactile sensory activities. Tactile activities can be important part of sensory diet building program. For example of tactile activities is like this by using tactile box, which is it may include cotton ball, animal plastic, water, and different types of texture item. This activity can practice manipulating and moving object in their hand.